Welcome to the Wisdom Path. Today, we begin a powerful three-part journey on how to make better decisions in a world full of noise, data, and digital distractions. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by too many choices? Or confused about what's true and what's not? This story will guide you through those moments, offering tools, examples, and insights to help you think clearly and act wisely. Make sure to subscribe to the Wisdom Path and join us for more videos that help you grow, think, and choose wisely. Part 1. The Fog Too Much. Imagine you're in a forest and a thick fog surrounds you. You can't see far ahead. Every path looks the same. That's what modern decision-making often feels like. The fog is made of data, opinions, emotions, and information overload. Meet Daniel. Daniel is a project manager. He's smart, hardworking, and always connected. Every morning he reads news updates, checks emails, scrolls through social media, and reviews reports from multiple departments. By 9 a.m., he already feels drained. Why? Because his brain is overloaded with decisions, big and small. Should he trust this report? Should he answer that email first or finish the presentation? Should he use AI tools or stick with his own analysis? Lesson 1. Cognitive biases are invisible traps. Daniel, like most of us, doesn't realize how many decisions he makes based on biases, mental shortcuts we all have. Confirmation bias, for example, means we tend to look for information that agrees with what we already believe. It's like wearing sunglasses with colored lenses. We see the world through our own filter. Simple tip. Before making a decision, ask yourself, am I seeing the whole picture or just the part I want to see? The first step toward change is awareness. Nathaniel Brandon Lesson. 2. Information is not wisdom. Daniel gets a fancy dashboard that shows real-time data, clicks, views, trends, budgets, timelines. He thinks this will help. But soon, he's even more confused. The numbers don't always agree. The graphs tell different stories. That's when he realizes, having more data doesn't mean having more clarity. Let's pause. Have you ever searched online for something simple, like best way to sleep better, and found yourself lost in 25 conflicting tips? That's the modern dilemma. We confuse more information with better information. Simple tip. Always ask, which information actually helps me decide, and which just distracts me? A good decision is not based on having all the data. It's based on having enough of the right kind of data, like using a compass, not a giant map, when you're lost in the woods. Lesson 3. Critical thinking equals decision fitness. Critical thinking is like going to the gym, but for your brain. It's not about being negative. It's about asking smart questions. Instead of, should I do A or B? Ask, what problem am I really trying to solve? Daniel learns this the hard way. He spends weeks comparing software tools. He reads reviews, watches demos, talks to sales teams. But he never asks, do I actually need new software, or do I just need to fix a broken process? Simple tip. Always define the real problem before looking for solutions. It's like checking if your ladder is leaning against the right wall before you climb. Successful people ask better questions, and as a result, they get better answers. Tony Robbins. Lesson 4. Emotions are part of the equation. One day, Daniel snaps at a colleague during a team meeting. Why? He's under stress. Deadlines, pressure, uncertainty. He later regrets the outburst. That's when he realizes emotions don't stay outside the door when we make decisions. We are not robots. Even if we try to be rational, our feelings sneak in. Fear, anger, joy, hope, they all color our thinking. A story. Imagine a chess player who loses focus because he's worried about his sick dog. Even though he knows the game well, his mind isn't clear. Decisions require calm, not chaos. Simple tip. Before making a big decision, do a quick emotional check. Ask, am I calm and clear right now, or upset and rushed? So we've learned. Biases shape our choices more than we think. More data doesn't mean better decisions. Critical thinking is your best mental gym. Emotions always play a role. Learn to work with them, not against them. If this video helped you, please like, share, and most of all, subscribe to The Wisdom Path. Your journey to better thinking and wiser choices has just begun. Part 2. Taming the Chaos. Clarity in a Noisy World. Let's begin with a simple story. A woman named Leah runs a small online store. She has a big decision to make. Should she expand her product line or focus on her best-selling items? So she does what many of us do. She starts researching YouTube videos, blog posts, sales reports, industry trends, podcasts. Soon, her browser has 32 tabs open. After hours of reading and comparing, Leah feels exhausted, confused, and more unsure than when she started. That's information overload. Lesson 1. More isn't always better. We live in a world where knowledge is everywhere, but too much information can paralyze us. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose. You don't get refreshed, you get knocked over. Our brains are built to process only a certain amount at once. If we go beyond that limit, we start feeling anxious, distracted, and even powerless. Simple tip. Use the 3-filter rule. Ask yourself, is this information relevant? Is it reliable? Is it actionable? If it fails any of these filters, let it go. Don't confuse movement with progress. Denzel Washington. Sometimes reading more and digging deeper feels productive, but it's just noise without direction. Lesson 2. Become data literate. Data is powerful. It helps us understand patterns, measure results, and predict outcomes. But data without understanding is like a map in a language you can't read. Let's go back to Leah. She has a spreadsheet showing which products sold the most, where her traffic comes from, and what time of day people shop. But she doesn't know how to make sense of it. So she decides to learn the basics of data literacy. She watches a few tutorials on how to read charts, calculate profit margins, and track customer trends. Soon, the numbers start telling her a story. She realizes that 80% of her revenue comes from just 20% of her products. That's a game changer. Simple tip. Start by asking, what story is this data trying to tell me? Look for patterns, not just points. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Data is a guide, not a dictator. A common mistake? Treating data like a final answer. It's not. It's a clue. One piece of the puzzle. The rest comes from context, experience, and good questions. Lesson 3. Collaborate to think smarter. We often believe the best decisions are made by smart individuals. But in reality, the best decisions often come from diverse teams. When Leah couldn't decide what product to invest in, she talked to her team. A young intern shared ideas based on social media trends. Her warehouse manager knew which items were always out of stock. Her customer service rep talked about what buyers complained or raved about. Together, they saw the problem and the opportunity from different angles. Alone, Leah might have guessed. Together, they made a confident, smart decision. None of us is as smart as all of us. Ken Blanchard. Why group thinking works and when it doesn't. Group decision-making works best when everyone feels safe to speak. Different perspectives are respected. The goal is clear. But beware, too many voices without structure can lead to confusion or groupthink. That's when people agree just to avoid conflict, not because it's the best idea. Simple tip. Use a method called silent input. Before a team discusses a decision, let everyone write down their ideas privately. Then share and compare. This allows honest thinking without pressure. Mini story: the airplane engine test. In the 1960s, a team of engineers tested a new airplane engine. The leader had one idea, but a junior technician quietly doubted it. He noticed something strange in the vibration data. Instead of staying silent, he spoke up. The team listened. They ran a new test. He was right. The engine had a flaw that could have caused failure in the air. This saved millions, and possibly lives. The lesson? Always make space for different voices. Sometimes the quietest voice has the most important insight. Let's recap. More information doesn't equal better decisions. Learn to filter what matters. Data is a friend when you know how to read it. Become data literate. Smart teams make smart choices. Create space for honest collaboration. In the final part, we'll explore how to stay flexible, learn from mistakes, and build a decision-making mindset that grows with you. Your mind deserves clarity. Your choices deserve strength. And you deserve wisdom. Part 3. The Evolving Decision Maker. Let's start with a story. A man named Marcus had a plan. He had studied the market, picked the perfect time, and launched his new app. But within 3 weeks, it flopped. Downloads were low, users left bad reviews, and his team was frustrated. Marcus could have ignored it or blamed others. Instead, he asked the most important question: what can I learn from this? This is where reflective decision-making begins. Lesson 1. Learn from every decision, even the wrong ones. We all make mistakes. What separates wise decision-makers from the rest isn't perfection, it's reflection. After every major choice, ask, what went well? What didn't? What would I do differently next time? This is called a decision review. It's like a sports coach watching game footage to see what worked and what didn't. Simple tip: keep a decision journal. Write down big decisions you make, why you made them, and what happened. Over time, patterns appear and wisdom grows. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill, Lesson 2. Stay flexible. Don't marry your plans. In the digital age, things change fast. Plans that worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. Being too rigid can lead to poor outcomes, even if your decision was once smart. Here's an example. A restaurant owner named Angela switched to online orders during the pandemic. At first, it saved her business. But 2 years later, her profits dropped. Why? Because she didn't update her approach. Competitors offered faster delivery, better apps, and wider menus. Angela resisted change, and it cost her. Good decisions require adaptability. Like a tree that bends with the wind, flexible thinkers stay rooted but not rigid. Simple tip: every few months, revisit your major decisions. Ask, does this still make sense? If not, adjust. Remember, changing your mind isn't a weakness. It's intelligent growth. Lesson 3. Build daily habits that train your decision mind. Just like muscles, decision skills grow stronger with regular use. Here are a few powerful habits to build a wise decision-making mindset. 1. Slow down daily. Take 10 minutes every day to sit in silence and think. Ask, what matters most today? This helps you stay focused and reduces impulsive choices. 2. Ask better questions. Instead of, what should I do? Ask, what problem am I solving? What's the long-term impact? What would my future self thank me for? 3. Stay curious. Read one article a day from a source outside your usual bubble. This expands your thinking and keeps your brain flexible. Practice gratitude. Gratitude makes you less reactive and more thoughtful. Write down 3 things you're thankful for. A calm mind decides better. 5. Surround yourself with thinkers. Your environment shapes your mind. Talk with people who challenge your thinking, not just agree with it. Simple tip. End each day by asking yourself one question. Did I make one wise choice today? If yes, celebrate. If not, learn and move forward. Mini metaphor, the wise river. Think of a wise decision maker like a river. Strong, clear, flowing. It knows its direction but adapts to every rock and curve. It carves its path with patience, not force. You can be that river. With every decision, you shape your path slowly, powerfully, with purpose. What about the hardest decisions? Sometimes decisions are truly difficult, choosing between two good options or two painful ones. There's no perfect answer. Here's a powerful mindset. Don't aim for the perfect decision. Aim for a good decision made with clear thinking and strong values. Sometimes you won't know if your choice was right until later, but if you made it with care, clarity, and courage, it was a good decision. It's not hard to make decisions when you know what your values are. Roy Disney. Let's review what we've learned. Part 1. Biases cloud our vision. Emotions affect our logic. Thinking critically helps you ask better questions. Part 2. Too much information can paralyze. Data is useful when we know how to read it. Teamwork and diverse voices lead to wiser choices. Part 3. Every decision teaches something if you reflect. Staying flexible is better than staying stubborn. Building small daily habits trains you for big moments. Thank you for walking this journey with us on the Wisdom Path. If you found value here, please subscribe, like, and share. Remember, life is full of decisions, but every wise choice you make is a step toward the life you truly want.